Romans 8:1, there's no condemnation for those that are in Jesus Christ. So quit condemning yourself. We're all going to go through things in life, be it a death of a loved one, divorce, whatever the case may be in your exact situation. Tailor it to you. You're going to go through something that you don't really want to go through. And a lot of us have a tendency, especially depending on your background, like you'll start like delving into self-doubt, self-worthlessness. You'll start delving into all the possibilities of what ifs and like wishing things were different, wishing that this would have been different, wondering if what if this happened, what if that happened, all these additional layers that are completely out of your control. We have to learn to be more mindful and present in the current moment and understand the situation that we're actually in and how to better adapt to our circumstances. Free therapy session. My therapist recently told me this little trick, and it sounds ridiculous, but if you're going through this type of situation and you keep getting stuck in those type of thoughts and certain events that kind of trigger you, upset you, right? So say you get stuck into a mindset of a specific event and it depresses you, and you realize, like, I may have messed up at this situation, I may have messed up by doing that, saying that, whatever the case. You have to change the narrative to, that hurt, remembering that hurts. I see now I should have better handled it this way. I've learned this from it. Flip the narrative to something positive, something that you've learned and were able to grow from. Then, as odd as it may sound, visualize that you're packaging up that thought inside of a nice little box, right? Tie up the box. You put it in a truck 1.5 miles behind you. And then you watch that truck drive away. It sounds ridiculous, but over time, when done consecutively, like do this every time you get those type of thoughts, eventually it will begin to help. Your mind will like start to change from the negative perspective to a bit more of a positive perspective on those certain situations that used to trigger you. Because another thing that your mind does, when your brain realizes that a certain event triggers you, right, it categorizes it higher. And then consciously, you're like, okay, this thought sucks, I want to try to get rid of it. And you try to suppress it. But all that does is really categorize it higher, because your brain is subconsciously realizing, hey, every time I think about this or think about this moment, it triggers all these different emotions. It triggers all these different thoughts and feelings, and maybe even physical feeling in your gut or in your head, whatever the case. Your brain realizes that, and then it categorizes it higher. So it's sitting there just ready to be accessed yet again. So you have to start like really chopping that thing down and watch it drive away. Hopefully you guys understood what I'm talking about. I know this is a bit longer of a video, but hopefully it helped somebody. I'm paying for this, so hopefully you guys got something out of it for free. Love you guys. God bless.